Welcome back, demigods, monsters, and gods alike, to the Olympus Report. D23 never disappoints. Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2 started production on August 1st, 2024. Not a lot of time, but they sure have been busy. Demigods, this is not a drill. Rick Riordan and the cast of Percy Jackson, Walker, Lee, and Arian took to the D23 stage to give us our first look at Season 2. That's right, we got our first teaser trailer of Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2. So let's break this down. The first thing we hear is Walker Scobell's voice as Percy Jackson.
My name is Percy Jackson.
And oh my god, his voice is so deep. Just for fun, let's play a comparison to the first teaser trailer we got for Season 1.
My name is Percy Jackson. Am I a troubled kid? Yeah, you could say that.
My name is Percy Jackson. I am a demigod.
Man, did he grow up fast, but I think it works. Percy is older, more experienced. He's not a newbie anymore, and this confidence comes through in Walker's voice. Most of the trailer is Percy talking with images from Season 1. Images reflecting what he's saying. Monsters coming for him, sometimes even gods. But the ending of this trailer is where the good stuff happens. The new footage from Season 2 is introduced with a horse neigh. Now, I immediately thought blackjack, but that's not what this is. We get several close-up shots of the chariot race. Just like how Capture the Flag was the big event of Season 1, the chariot race will be the big event at camp of Season 2. And Percy's narration says this is only the beginning.
But that is just the beginning.
First, we see a white horse with blinders on. The next shot shows us two horses. We can infer that they are hooked up to the chariot. In the background, we see a flag. It is out of focus, so I can't really make it out. It kinda looks like a trident, but not 100% sure. Next, we get a close-up panning shot of the chariot. And we can't see much, but it looks outstanding. We can see the emblem of the trident and what almost looks like shark teeth eating the chariot. Maybe Percy and Tyson designed their chariot to look like a shark, being children of the sea god. It would be very fitting. Next, we see a close-up of a wheel. And I know this is just a wheel, but the detail within the wood is really outstanding. There isn't one frame of this show that wasn't thought about. Then we get another look at the chariot with the trident proudly displayed. And the spikes look even more like shark teeth from this angle, so I really think that's the design they went with. Then we get our first look at Walker Scobell as Percy Jackson in Season 2. He is decked out in camp armor and is pulling the reins of the chariot, getting ready to race. Finally, we end on a close-up shot of his face, and Percy is determined. You can see the confidence in his eyes, in his posture, in his look. And in just this one look, I am so hyped for Season 2. In the background, we can see flags that probably decorate the Colosseum, but they are way too blurry to make out what is on them. Now here's something interesting that I noticed about this shot of Percy. He's dirty and sweaty. If this was the start of the race, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for him to have already been sweating. So I think this isn't the beginning of the race. I think this may be the midpoint of the race right before the Stamalian birds attack. And instead of staring down an opponent, he's staring down the creatures. What are your thoughts? Finally, we end on a shot of the ocean with a destroyed Camp Half-Blood flag. In fact, this ending shot is a look at our very first poster. Simple, yet it has so much hidden meaning. Very reminiscent of the first poster we got for Season 1. I love the contrast between the two. Where Season 2 was bright and hopeful, this season has a sense of dread. The posters are essentially opposites of each other. Season 1, the flag is in pristine condition, and on Season 2, it's completely destroyed, showing just how different the seasons will be. Things are only going to get harder for Percy from here. The poster shows a high-definition beach with a destroyed Camp Half-Blood flag. The poster reads, "New Storm Rising," which could have several meanings. There is literally a storm rising in the poster. Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson venture out into the sea and will face several storms. But there's also a storm rising within Camp Half-Blood with Tantalus. And there's also the storm rising of a war with Kronos. 3 words have so much meaning and really capture not only Season 2, but the series as a whole. The thing that stands out to me the most on this poster is the flag. A burnt and ripped Camp Half-Blood flag. To me, this symbolizes the turmoil that is going on in Camp Half-Blood during Book 2. The dying of Thalia's tree, Tantalus taking over the camp, and even the internal struggle with the campers and Tyson. This is not the Camp Half-Blood we were introduced to in Season 1. But perhaps this flag symbolizes even more to come. Like I said, an impending war with Kronos. Overall, a really fantastic job for a first poster. It teases and makes us think just enough without giving too much away. But the best part of this poster is we have a better idea of a release date. Nothing too specific, but it does confirm a 2025 release. And if I had to take a guess based on production time, I would say winter of 2025. I may be wrong, but I did go to college for film and I've worked on set and edited movies, so I have a pretty good sense of how long these things take. But I hope I'm wrong. Either way, I feel we have about a year to wait for Season 2. But our look into Season 2 doesn't stop there. We got even more information at the official Percy Jackson and the Olympians panel. Rick and the cast teased some fun things to come in Season 2, including Grover in a wedding dress,
Definitely gonna be a fashion favorite.
Tyson,
Visiting my lovable Cyclops half-brother Tyson.
Percy turning into a guinea pig,
I personally can't wait to see a smaller, furrier, squeakier side of Percy who doesn't really talk. I'm really excited for that.
and even more Persebeth.
There might even be a few moments for all you Persebeth fans.
Just from these teases, it sounds like we're getting a pretty book-accurate adaptation of The Sea of Monsters. But Walker, Lee, and Arian weren't the only stars to hit the D23 stage. They were joined by Dior Goodjohn, Clarice, and Charlie Bushnell, Luke Castellan. But the stars don't stop there. They had a surprise guest appearance by Toby Stevens, none other than Poseidon himself. After the whole cast was announced, Dan Schott's executive producer had some kind words to say about the late Lance Reddick.
We miss him terribly, and just every time I get to see him on screen, it just makes me feel so proud that he was a part of this.
I think I say this on behalf of all Percy Jackson fans. Thank you, Lance, for giving your last performance to us, and you absolutely nailed it as the King of the Gods. Dior and Charlie then talked about their characters in Season 2. Dior is excited to get to explore the character of Clarice more.
We get to spend a lot more time in the brains of our characters, I think, which I think is super, super cool.
I'm also super excited to see more of Clarice. She had such little time in Season 1, but she stole the show. Charlie talked the excitement of playing Luke in Season 2, a very different Luke from Season 1. He also talked about the excitement of spending some time on a certain cruise ship.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff for Luke this season. I think last season we kind of got to see, we learned he was living this double life, but that is not the case this season. And he's just kind of full steam ahead on, bringing back Kronos in the Golden Age. And so, and he spends a lot of time on a particular cruise ship.
I think the Princess Andromeda is one of the things I'm most excited for, besides Arian in a dress. And just when you think this panel couldn't offer us any more, we got 2 more surprise stars. Daniel Dimer, newcomer and playing Tyson in Season 2, and none other than Mr. D, Jason Mantzoukas. But if you can believe it, the best news was yet to come, Half-Bloods. We got more casting information. We got the casting for the Grey Sisters. Anger will be played by Sandra Bernard, Tempest will be played by Kristen Schaal, and Wasp will be played by Margaret Cho. A really interesting group of actresses that they've brought together, and I cannot wait to see what they bring to these characters. And we got another sneak peek at season 2. Another shot of Percy Jackson in armor at the Chariot race. And Leah and Walker said that this scene is literally going to make your jaws drop to the floor. If I wasn't excited before, I sure am now. Daniel Dimer revealed that there will be no prosthetics for Tyson. Everything will be CGI and done in post-production. The effects were some of the best parts of season 1, and I'm fully confident that they will nail Tyson. Wow, that was a lot of information to take in. But I personally think this is shaping up to be quite the incredible season. Set sail, Half-Bloods, it's almost time for the Sea of Monsters. What did you guys think of the teaser trailer? Let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, I'll be signing off. And please, as always, stay safe.